Beethoven. The name alone evokes a sense of awe. He is a titan of music, a master of melody and emotion. His symphonies roar with power, his sonatas whisper with tenderness. His music transcends time, touching the soul of every listener. Yet behind the genius lay a life of immense struggle. Beethoven's journey was paved with both triumph and tragedy. His story is one of resilience, a testament to the power of the human spirit. Beethoven's life was a symphony of its own. It was a composition filled with moments of both breathtaking beauty and heart-wrenching sorrow. His story continues to inspire, reminding us that even in the face of adversity, the human spirit can prevail. Born in Bonn, Germany in 1770, Beethoven's childhood was far from idyllic. His father, a court musician, was a harsh and demanding figure. Recognizing his son's talent, he pushed the young Beethoven relentlessly. Hours were spent practicing, often under duress. Music, meant to be a source of joy, became a source of pain. Despite the hardship, Beethoven's talent blossomed. He displayed a prodigious gift, mastering the keyboard and composing his first pieces at an early age. Music became his refuge, a sanctuary from the storms raging around him. Even as a young boy, Beethoven possessed an extraordinary sensitivity to sound. He could hear the wind rustling through the leaves and translate it into music. He could feel the rhythm of his own heartbeat and express it in a melody. This innate connection to the world of sound would shape his destiny. At the age of 21, Beethoven left Bonn for Vienna, the musical capital of the world. There, he immersed himself in the city's vibrant musical scene. He sought out the tutelage of renowned composers like Haydn and Albrechtsberger, honing his skills and developing his unique voice. Vienna embraced Beethoven's talent. He quickly gained recognition as a virtuoso pianist, renowned for his improvisational skills and passionate performances. His compositions, too, began to garner attention for their originality and emotional depth. Behind the success, however, lay a growing sense of isolation. Beethoven was a complex and often brooding individual. He struggled to form lasting relationships and grappled with feelings of loneliness. His music became his confidant, a way to express the emotions he couldn't articulate in words. Beethoven poured his heart into his music. His compositions, particularly his sonatas, became a reflection of his inner world. The delicate melodies and dramatic crescendos captured the full spectrum of human emotion: joy, sorrow, love, anger, and everything in between. His letters from this period reveal a man torn between his desire for connection and his fear of vulnerability. He wrote of his longing for love, yet his relationships often ended in disappointment. Music became his solace, a language he understood and could use to communicate with the world. His famous Moonlight Sonata, with its haunting melody and melancholic undertones, is a poignant example of this emotional outpouring. The piece captures a sense of longing and despair, reflecting the composer's own struggles with solitude. Each note is imbued with a raw honesty, revealing the vulnerability beneath the genius. The Cruel Hand of Fate. In his late 20s, Beethoven's world began to crumble around him. The first signs appeared as a persistent ringing in his ears. It was the dreaded harbinger of deafness, a cruel twist of fate for someone whose life revolved around sound. The diagnosis was a devastating blow. Beethoven, a man who lived and breathed music, was slowly losing his ability to hear it. The thought of silence, of being shut off from the world of sound he loved so dearly, filled him with despair. He initially hid his condition from the world, fearing pity and the loss of his livelihood. But as his hearing deteriorated, it became increasingly difficult to conceal. He withdrew from society, becoming more reclusive and tormented by his fate. A Symphony of Defiance. Beethoven's struggle with deafness could have easily broken him. Yet, in a testament to his indomitable spirit, he refused to be silenced. He turned his anger and despair into fuel for his creativity, composing some of his most powerful and innovative works during this period. He pushed the boundaries of music, experimenting with new forms and harmonies. His compositions became bolder, more dramatic, reflecting the inner turmoil he was experiencing. It was as if he was challenging fate itself, determined to make his voice heard even as the world around him grew quieter. His Symphony No. 9, with its iconic Ode to Joy, is a testament to this spirit of defiance. Composed when he was almost completely deaf, it is a work of immense power and emotional depth. The final movement, a choral symphony, is a triumphant celebration of humanity, a call for unity and brotherhood that transcends language and time. The legacy of the Maestro. Beethoven died in 1827 at the age of 56, after years of battling illness and isolation. He left behind a legacy that continues to resonate today. His music, with its emotional depth, technical brilliance and universal appeal, has transcended time and cultural boundaries. He is considered one of the most influential composers of all time, bridging the classical and romantic periods and paving the way for generations of musicians. His impact on Western music is immeasurable, his influence echoing through the works of composers who followed. But beyond his musical genius, Beethoven's life story is a powerful testament to the resilience of the human spirit. His struggle against adversity, his refusal to be defined by his limitations, and his unwavering dedication to his art continue to inspire awe and admiration. The enduring power of Beethoven. Beethoven's music has the power to transport us. It can make us weep with sorrow, soar with joy, and tremble with awe. His symphonies are not mere arrangements of notes. They are epic tales of struggle and triumph, love and loss, despair and hope. His legacy extends far beyond the realm of classical music. His story has been told in countless books, films, and theatrical productions, captivating audiences worldwide. His image, with his wild hair and intense gaze, has become synonymous with artistic genius and unwavering determination. Even those who may not know a sonata from a symphony have likely been touched by his music in some way, whether it be through a film score, a commercial jingle, or simply the enduring power of his melodies that seem to permeate our collective consciousness. Beethoven's impact, a timeless resonance. Beethoven's music continues to be performed and studied by musicians around the world. Orchestras large and small dedicate entire seasons to his works. Young pianists aspire to master his sonatas. His compositions remain a staple of music education, introducing new generations to the power and beauty of classical music. But his influence extends far beyond the concert hall. His music has been used to soundtrack some of the most iconic moments in film history, amplifying emotions and creating unforgettable cinematic experiences. His melodies have been sampled by popular artists, bridging the gap between classical and contemporary music. His story continues to inspire artists, writers, and individuals from all walks of life. He reminds us that true greatness is often born out of struggle. He shows us that even in the face of seemingly insurmountable obstacles, the human spirit can triumph. A final note. Beethoven's life was a symphony of its own, a complex and multifaceted composition filled with moments of both breathtaking beauty and heart-wrenching sorrow. His story is one of resilience, a testament to the power of the human spirit to overcome adversity and create something truly extraordinary. He taught us that music can be a language that transcends words, a means of expressing the deepest emotions of the human soul. He showed us that true art has the power to move, inspire, and unite us, regardless of our differences. And so, as long as there are ears to hear and hearts to feel, the music of Beethoven will continue to echo through time, a timeless testament to the enduring power of human creativity and the triumph of the spirit.